dust. God shaped him and formed him and breathed into him the breath of life. And you couldn't find a much better call than that, I don't think. And yet, he's not perfect. They had paradise, they had everything you could possibly ask for, and they blew it. They made a mistake, they're human. And it happens. He's not perfect. And you go up next to Noah, the next window. And he's a righteous man in an unrighteous world. People are sinning, people are just absolutely terrible. And these are all stories we hear as little kids in Sunday school. I've taught my Sunday school kids these same stories. And so God comes to them and says, hey, guess what? I'm going to flood the entire world, except for you, your family, and 2 of every kind of animal, but you need to build a boat. Now, I've never had anybody come up to me and say that. I'm assuming none of you have had anybody come up to you and say that. And it's a pretty monumental task and just almost mind-blowing. But yet he got called, and we did what would seem impossible, as the Lord chose him to pick him up. In the middle window is Moses, and this deserves a reading, for sure. It's Exodus chapter 3. Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the far side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. There an angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire from within a bush. Moses saw that the bush was on fire, did not burn up. So Moses thought, I will go over and see this strange sight, why the bush does not burn up. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush, Moses, Moses. And Moses said, here I am. Do not come any closer, God said. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. And he said, I am the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. At this, Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. Moses knew he wasn't perfect. God even told him, this is holy ground, take off your sandals. And he hid his face. And for the rest of the chapter, God explains to him, I've chosen you, you're going to go back to Egypt, you're going to free my people, and here's how you're going to do it. I'm going to give you signs, you're going to be able to do this, this, and this, because I'm with you. And he says no, and he comes up with a whole bunch of excuses. And this is one of, in looking through this is one of my new favorite verses from the Bible, Exodus 4, verse 13. But Moses said, pardon your servant, Lord, please send someone else. Now we hold Moses up in such high regard. He freed the Israelites, he took them to the promised land, he got the 10 commandments, and yet in the beginning he said, send somebody else. I can't do it. I'm not good enough. There's no way. I can't do it.